Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing some experiments with my new setup here, and everything's going surprisingly far considering how much energy I'm putting into it. I don't have any motors, no motors. I'm not trying to, if I'm gonna make a motor, I'm gonna make a motor. I'm not gonna. I mean, that would be cool. I'd love to do that. And I'm kind of doing it. See that motor down there and these two cords sticking out of here? We spin this, and those two wires are going to produce electricity, voltage, like we're doing right now. But we're not doing that right now. We're doing just motion, unautomated motion. But what I really want to show you guys is not that. This is what I want to show you. I'm going to put this on top of that, and we'll see what happens. I might have to adjust. I mean, if it works at all, when I put it on there, I'm going to adjust all those little mounds to be a 5-point. I mean, it's pretty close right now, but it's not dead on. And then I got 3 more of these donut magnets coming, so that'll be a good 6-point. And 5-point star and a 6-point star combined. We'll see how that works. Now I'm going to show you how much energy I put into making this spin. You saw that, right? But I mean, the stuff that I'm using, you're not going to find it anywhere. It's not in a microwave. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's cool and all to have pre-built stuff that works really well. See, now that disc might be a little heavy. But you can see it's floating on the disc below it. It's also being pushed up by the 3 magnets on the outside, because they're, let's say they're all north facing. Okay, that was very lackluster with this setup here. And I think it's because it's so much heavier than it was before. All right, we're going to put the 8-inch down for a minute. We're going to pick up this one. I think, I don't even know if the magnets were right. So I'm going to do that one again. See, now that one's kind of lopsided, like this magnet over here is weaker than the other two. Now I'm not going for distance here. I'm going to see how little I can put into it and how much I can get out of it. Like this disc plainly laying on top of that disc down there, on that pole over there, I got this disc to spin for 8 minutes and 34 seconds. That's good, but that's not what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, we're going to put this back on. Do this for another minute or so. All right. Yeah, see? The magnets were wrong. See? No glue required because these poles are magnetic. Like aluminum wouldn't work. Alright, just one little flick right there. We'll see. It's going to wobble a lot. Now I'm thinking that when I get the other three, this wobble will balance out. Am I looking for will it go forever? No. I'm not looking for it to go forever. I'm looking for it to... I need to find a way to see how many times it goes around every time I use it. So I might, work on setting that up. And then we'll see. Like if I just like that with my finger, and it goes around 250 times, I'd say it's not free, it's not perpetual motion, but it is definitely exponential gain on the amount of energy put into the equation. Or I could be totally wrong if there's an equation that I don't... Yeah, there's a lot that I don't know. So, I mean, I know every rotation, there's a little bit of energy lost. But in any other situation or circumstance, if I flick this disc like that, it would go 2 spins and it would be done. Maybe 2 spins, because it's so heavy. Now there's no bearings either, because I tried bearings. Bearings don't fit in a 1/4-inch hole with a 1/4-inch pole. There's no room for a bearing. You couldn't even clamp it in there because there's no space. Alright, we're about to wrap this up. You saw that second spin that I did. It was just a little... I guess since it wobbled less, it went farther. I really got to try and stabilize that. And what's cool about these is, you know, technically, when the magnet passes over the area between two other magnets on the disc below, there should be a lot of suction there. But I just think they're too close together for it to really have an effect. But if I can show you, you push on it and it'll latch like that. Now let's see here. With it latched, it won't wobble as much. You got the same little flick. But now the two discs are together, and there's a lot more friction on the pole in the middle. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. I just didn't want to stop. And I could see how that would be perpetuated, wink wink, if we had 3 more of these magnets. All right. That's all I want to look at in this video. Thanks for joining. And we'll keep you up to date on how close we get to making a breakthrough. I mean, this is a pretty good situation here. We're trying. I mean, when I got 8 minutes and 34 seconds, I whipped it like I gripped both sides and I just whipped it. So it was going like really fast in the beginning, and it just took a while to die down. But I think 8 minutes and 34 seconds is a long time for something just to die down. Pretty good. Now I was thinking about having it be pulsed. See, I have 6 electromagnets right there that are really weak. They're 25 Ns. And I have this to get them all lit up at the same time, but I don't have the means to tell it what to do. You know, I don't have the knowledge. I have a, what is it, a breaded board over here somewhere. It's just a mini one. I got male to male, male to female, female to female wires to, you know, plug everything in. But I don't know how to make them pulse. I mean, I have infrared, but I need to know how to make them respond. I have transmitters and receivers. So, like, you put the transmitter on the disc and the receiver on the pole on the outside. And every time the disc goes around, the receiver registers that. And that would be how I would keep track of how many spins. And you know, the same thing, same transmitter can hit other receivers that are hooked to these magnets, like a receiver per magnet. But it's just the other half of it that I just have no knowledge about, but I'm willing to learn. If I can learn that, man, that would open a whole nother can of worms. See, if I could get these discs to cyclotron instead of like steel balls. I have two steel balls. They're in there somewhere. Oh, I do have two more magnets. Fuck yeah. Oh, pardon my French, but fuck yeah. They're big ones too. 250 pounders. But thank you. All right, good night.